What happens when one of the most hyped rookie quarterbacks in football suddenly finds himself at the center of a storm? That's exactly where Shedeur Sanders is right now. On one hand, he's facing brutal criticism from a former NFL head coach who called him nothing short of an embarrassment. But on the other hand, he's got someone stepping up to defend him and shift the spotlight in an entirely different direction. The question is Shedeur Sanders really the problem, or is there something deeper going on inside Cleveland's quarterback room? The firestorm began when Rex Ryan, the outspoken former New York Jets head coach, unloaded on Sanders during ESPN's Get Up. Ryan didn't hold back. He said, "This kid talks and he runs his mouth." According to Ryan, Sanders struts around with his arms crossed, declaring he can be a starting quarterback. Ryan's advice? Stop talking, sit in the front row, study, and do the work. He even went as far as to say, "Quit being an embarrassment. You've got the talent to be the quarterback. You should be. You should be embarrassed that you're not the quarterback now." Strong words from a coach who's never been shy about his opinions. But immediately, Ryan's comments sparked pushback. Clarence Hill Jr., a veteran Cowboys insider, didn't like the focus on Sanders at all. Instead of targeting a third-string rookie quarterback, Hill argued the real issue is Joe Flacco and Cleveland's ongoing quarterback disaster. On social media, Hill shot back, "Why is he talking about the third-string QB and not about Joe Flacco?" And just like that, the conversation shifted. The reality is, Shedeur Sanders' NFL journey has been under a microscope from day one. Once projected as a first-round pick, he fell to the 5th round in the 2025 NFL Draft. Cleveland had already taken Dillon Gabriel earlier in that draft, then added veteran Joe Flacco as insurance. For Shedeur, the odds of breaking into the starting lineup became steep, and by the end of preseason, he had slid all the way to 4th on the depth chart. Meanwhile, Cleveland's quarterback situation hasn't exactly been pretty. Flacco, now 40 years old, is struggling to move the offense. Gabriel hasn't been able to deliver much as a backup either, and the results speak for themselves. The Browns are sitting with a 1-3 record after a crushing 34-10 loss against the Detroit Lions on Sunday, September 28th. Even with the offense sputtering, Shedeur hasn't been given a chance to step in, and that is putting even more pressure on head coach Kevin Stefanski. Now the question floating around Cleveland is simple. Do the Browns need to make a move for a new quarterback? And the name being whispered is Russell Wilson. The 36-year-old Super Bowl champion has already been benched with the New York Giants in favor of Jackson Dart. Despite his resume, Wilson is now collecting a $10 million paycheck just to sit as a backup. Could Cleveland swoop in and make him their answer at quarterback? For now, the Giants insist they see Wilson's value as a mentor. Wilson himself has made it clear he's not looking to leave. He said, "I'm focused on helping this team win. I'm focused on helping Jackson. I want to be here. I love this organization, the process, and the guys in the locker room. I'm not giving up on this season." That doesn't sound like a man who's itching for a fresh start, but in the NFL, things can change fast. So where does this leave Shedeur Sanders? He's caught in the middle of a quarterback controversy he didn't create. He's been criticized publicly by one of the loudest voices in football, defended by another, and yet he hasn't even been given the chance to prove himself on the field. For a young man with talent, confidence, and sky-high expectations, the path forward is going to be full of obstacles. The Browns right now are staring at a tough truth. They've pinned their season on a 40-year-old quarterback who can't seem to find his rhythm, and 2 rookies who haven't gotten the opportunity, or in some cases, the trust, to show what they can do. Until Cleveland figures out their quarterback situation, the noise around Shedeur Sanders isn't going away anytime soon. And here's the bigger picture. Is this about Shedeur Sanders' confidence being too much too soon? Or is this about a team that doesn't know how to develop the young talent it already has? That's a debate that might last all season long. So what do you think? Is Rex Ryan right to call out Shedeur Sanders as an embarrassment? Or is this just another case of media spotlight unfairly crushing a rookie before he even gets his shot? Drop your thoughts down in the comments. I'd love to hear your take. Imagine being a young quarterback who has yet to play a single snap in the NFL, but already finds yourself at the center of controversy. That is exactly the situation Shedeur Sanders is facing right now. The Cleveland Browns rookie quarterback, who came into the league with plenty of hype and expectations, is now being called out publicly in a way that has sparked headlines across the sports world. And the person delivering the harsh criticism isn't just anyone. It's former NFL head coach and current ESPN analyst Rex Ryan. He's not pulling any punches when it comes to Sanders, and his message is as brutal as it gets. Quit being an embarrassment. The drama began last week when Sanders made a bold declaration that he was fully capable of outperforming other quarterbacks currently starting in the league. In his own words, he said that based on what he's seen, he knows he is capable of doing better than the quarterback play on the field right now. All he needs is a chance. Now, confidence is one thing, but confidence that borders on cockiness can stir up plenty of backlash, especially when you're still a rookie who hasn't proven anything yet. That comment didn't just ruffle the feathers of fans. It struck a nerve with Rex Ryan, who responded with fire during his appearance on ESPN's Get Up. Ryan tore into Sanders, saying that the rookie was embarrassing himself by running his mouth instead of putting in the work. On Monday, Ryan reminded everyone that Sanders is not even the starter, he's the third-string quarterback, and if he really was as good as he says he is, then he should be embarrassed for not being on the field right now. Ryan went further, pointing out that Sanders spends too much time talking instead of grinding to earn the role he claims he deserves. His words were sharp, telling Sanders to get his backside in the front row, study harder, put in the work, and stop being an embarrassment to himself and to his team. The criticism landed hard because there is some truth behind it. The Browns have stumbled out of the gate this season, starting with 1 win and 3 losses, and their offense has been nothing short of a disaster. Through the first month, Cleveland ranks near the bottom of the league, 31st in scoring and 27th in total yards. Yet, despite how ineffective the offense has been, Shedeur Sanders has not been given a single chance to touch the field. Instead, the Browns have relied on veteran Joe Flacco, while rookie backup Dillon Gabriel has seen only limited action, throwing 4 passes across 2 games with 1 touchdown in garbage time against the Baltimore Ravens. So the big question becomes, what exactly is Cleveland's plan for Sanders? Fans and analysts alike are puzzled because it's not clear where he fits into the team's long-term vision. On one hand, it's possible that the organization wants Sanders and Gabriel to develop behind Flacco, setting up a competition between the two for the starting job in the year 2026. But the problem with that plan is that time may not be on the side of head coach Kevin Stefanski and general manager Andrew Berry. With the way the Browns are playing right now, both men may not even be in Cleveland by the time that future competition arrives. At the center of all this uncertainty is Shedeur Sanders himself. His words reflect a young player with belief in his talent, but they also raise serious questions about his maturity and understanding of the grind it takes to succeed in the NFL. Rex Ryan's criticism may seem harsh, but it highlights the reality of professional football. Talent alone is never enough. It takes humility, patience, and relentless work to earn respect in the league. Sanders might have all the tools, but until he proves it on the field, bold statements will only invite more criticism. So where does this leave Shedeur Sanders? Is he really just an overconfident rookie who hasn't earned the right to talk yet? Or is he a young quarterback with the kind of self-belief that could eventually turn into greatness if he's given the opportunity? That's the story still waiting to be written. What we know for now is this: Sanders has talent, he has confidence, and he certainly has the spotlight. But in the NFL, the only thing that truly matters is what you do when you're given the ball. And that's the real test waiting for Shedeur Sanders. Will he silence his critics by proving Rex Ryan wrong on the field? Or will his words continue to be a bigger story than his play? Only time will tell. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the controversy surrounding Shedeur Sanders and want more updates on the biggest stories in football, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss a new video. This is just the beginning of what could be one of the most fascinating rookie stories of the season, and we'll be here to cover every twist and turn.